sitting down with Azeei, my girl. I met, when did I meet you? 2000, was it 2019?
Yeah, probably by the time.
Yeah, when I was the host of the Sdot Experience podcast that I have recently taken a hiatus from. And we were talking about you being a musician and not being from St. Louis,
right,
and kind of transitioning a little bit.
Right.
And then we talked a little bit about your struggles as a female in the industry and your single you had at the time.
Right.
It was Chess Piece with Chris Grimes.
Right.
So tell us a little bit for anybody who's been under a rock, who you are and what you do.
My name is Azeei, and I sing. I'm an artist, so I like to express myself in any type of art form, to be honest. If it's singing, dancing, rapping, writing, like something that's all around like a ball of emotions or whatever.
Oh.
So I would say I'm from Belleville, Illinois, but St. Louis really helped me express myself on a bigger level, like to get on like a Cinco de Mayo in St. Louis, like big venues.
Mm-hmm.
And it got me a lot of exposure in St. Louis. And Chess Piece actually did that. I did that with Chris Grimes, he's from St. Louis. So working with him helped me kind of like break through the door in St. Louis.
Mm-hmm.
Because it is kind of cliquish, like if you don't really know anybody.
Oh, yeah.
You don't, at the time, because it's COVID now, at the time when people were doing shows, things were like shows every month and all the time like that, when you were trying to submit, if people didn't know who you were, they wouldn't really take a chance, like. But because of Chess Piece, the song was solid.
Yeah, it was a good song.
That song, I remember feeling like I had to prove something, to everybody because, I just wanted to like be taken seriously as an artist, basically. So I'm like, I really gotta make something commercial, like something that's hard but still commercial.
Yeah.
So it's just a song with a bunch of punchlines on there. I think it's a woman empowerment song,
Yeah, yes, I agree.
Because it's talking about, about really not taking no mess, but also it's also like a submissive undertone in there as well.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? So I like that part. But yeah, Chris, he's on the second verse and he did that for me, and we had a blast with it. But I love that song.
So since Chess Piece, you came out with a project.
Yeah.
What was your inspiration behind the project?
The songs were kind of like spaced out, so in time, like they're like 2017, some 2018. So I think it was just. I think each song has its own like kind of like reason why it was, I guess, made. It's like the inspiration isn't collective, but I think eventually it became a collective, and our poems helped it come together.
Oh yeah.
But it was like kind of scattered. I feel like, but it could go together if I piece it, package it the right way. You know what I'm saying? But like with the first song was "Where You Going."
My favorite song.
That's my favorite song too.
My favorite song. I think that song would be commercial vibes.
Yeah.
I feel like that's a song I can hear on the radio. I played the hell out of it when I first heard it. I couldn't even get to the rest of the EP till like later in the week.
Yeah.
And I was like, damn, this sounds like something I can hear on the radio.
Yeah.
Like, I love that song.
Yeah, I was shocked. Like, Ferg got on it.
Ferg killed it. I was like, how seamless
was it?
Man, it was like the perfect transition. Me and Free was talking about that. He was like, play that back. I'm like, yeah, that sounds good.
Yeah.
So yeah, tell me about that song because that song was lit.
So that song really had a real definition at the time. I was like, in a distant type relationship, you know what I'm saying? So that's why I think the vibe is, to me, feels very distant and very sad,
Yeah, it definitely did. I got that vibe.
But I remember the beat I bought offline because, I didn't have any producer friends, I work with Ferg now. Before Ferg, it was hard to deal with guys because they don't take you seriously.
Yeah, we talked about that.
Yeah, so it's like, I ain't even dealing with y'all. I'd rather go through the internet. People I don't even know. You know what I'm saying?
No, for sure.
And then whatever, you know what I'm saying? So that song, around that time, though, my writing style, I still was hiding behind the lyrics. So
yeah,
it's very dramatic. Everything's very, like, none of that stuff's really true. You know what I'm saying? It's very dramatized.
Well,
but it's a movie, you know what I'm saying?
No, definitely. I was hella convinced.
But it's very smooth, and I was, as an artist, you can write a song, but when it comes to actually recording it through that mic, and it's electronic now, you don't know how it's gonna actually sound, you know what I'm saying? Or how it's gonna sound back from the
Yeah.
studio. Because it sounds different from you singing in your room, you know
Right.
what I'm saying?
Right.
Like,
The whole
you hear it
different
back.
ballgame.
And I was like, wow, this is really R&B-ish.
It is.
I didn't have no R&B-ish songs. Like when I first started doing music, it was like about struggle music, so it wasn't really like love songs. So that's my first like kind of like love song. And then the fact that it was like hip hop and R&B, and then Ferg got on it. And I remember seeing Ferg on Instagram. He posted this video, and like it was like a J. Cole style. Not trying to say he is just like but just to tell you, it was very like hip hop, like storytelling.
Mm-hmm.
I'm like, so I was keep that in my head when I heard people like, maybe I can use some for this song. So I'm like, man, I had a second verse written for that. That actually I thought was amazing. But I'm like, you know what? I think I really want hip hop on it because it's really giving me hip hop and R&B. And then Ferg got on it, and I'm like, he killed it. And I'm like, you know what? Producers and rappers always know how to flow. They always know where to, and you know what I'm saying, how to make it sound good and how to like piece it together, you know, and make it sound like we actually wrote it together.
Yeah,
like,
I mean,
and
damn, that's important. I'm sorry, I'm gonna cut you off. That's important for the listener to hear something and it's just like seamless throughout. You know, I didn't feel like you said, y'all went together, y'all didn't write this together, but you couldn't tell me that.
Because I remember
that was super seamless.
My verse is written like in 2017. His verse is written like in 2020.
Oh, see.
You see what I'm saying? But it seems like it's still.
But see, that's the power of relatable music.
Right.
It don't have no time.
Right.
It doesn't expire.
Yeah.
You know, that's why Drake win, because Drake always talking about relatable shit. Love, boss, relationship.
Yeah.
Everybody can always relate to that.
You know, so I say, but I get what you're saying. I get what you're saying, because if he do write his stuff, he is a good writer, I would say.
If he do write it, let's not come with Drake. But
that's where you go. You right. It did sound like a commercial single, so we made this single, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
We have a video for it coming out soon.
I was just about to ask, so thanks.
It's coming together. I mean, yeah, it's my favorite song on the album.
That's my favorite song too, and I like the variety on the album. Talk about Rain.
Okay, Rain. Rain. I remember hearing that beat, and I was like, "Oh, this like a future vibe," you know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
So I liked that, and I remember feeling angry, and I wrote that verse really fast. Like I had a show that night, and I had the hook written, but I didn't have my verse written finished. So I remember my cousin, I asked her to get on it, and she was still working on her, and she seen me she knew we was real close at the time, so she knew I was going through everything, and she seen me write this so fast. She was like, she could not believe oh my, she's like, cause you cold, you wrote this so fast, and she knew exactly what I was talking about in the song. But the song is about the vibe supposed to bring, people who are entrepreneurs who struggle. You know, it's a thirsty type of anger, vengeance type of feel. I gotta do whatever I gotta do. I don't care who I hurt. But that's the type of vibe.
Yeah.
It starts out praying very maliciously. So it's it's very do or die type vibe. You know, fuck it. You know, so
right. I love the energy on that. I just love hearing females get out what they can get out.
Yeah.
It was super expressive.
Yeah, it was. It was cool.
I really like that. What's your favorite track outside of Where You Going?
Well, outside of Where You Going, it would probably be Don't Kill Bill, only because I love Don't Kill Bill live. Live,
it's probably a different vibe.
It's extremely different.
Dope.
And I have seen since I was performing in St. Louis, I've seen how it touched all kinds of people. I know that song is powerful, and I don't know why it's performing live. It is a different vibe. I don't know. It's a different vibe. I don't know what it is. I like it, whatever it is.
It's just a different energy, because you can hear something, but if you see it perform live, you be like, whoa, they just took that all the way up. Yeah. That's dope. So what's the inspiration behind that song? Don't Kill Bill.
So that song was the first time I ever was completely honest. So everything in that motherfucking song I said motherfucking meant. Real shit, pretty much everything. It was the first time I was able to actually say what I wanted. But at that time though, I was very numb. So instead of crying about the situation, I was able to write about it it was nothing. Dang, to detach but still be inside, to write about what you feel. I was right there, you know what I'm saying? At that point, so I'm like, wow, I don't have to be scared. I can write about what I really feel, and I feel very embarrassed. Because when I said it out loud, I'm singing it, just freestyling on my phone.
Yeah.
I like this.
Yeah, and I think audiences, people can really relate to the vulnerability of artists.
Yeah.
I love when somebody's super raw and just like that raw emotion, that's what's gonna grab people.
Yeah.
You can kind of tell when somebody's happy behind something.
Yeah.
So I can definitely appreciate the raw emotion and the feeling that, a song like Kill Bill will evoke. That's dope, girl. So as far as you writing, have you ever had anybody else write for you? Have you thought about collabing with anybody?
I have thought about that in the past. Now, I would never do that unless.
Nope. Let out.
I would never do that unless it felt right. And felt right to me, felt free. Cost wise and everything. It had to literally have to be organically what, I fuck with Azeei's voice, or I like her as an artist, and I heard this song and she just has to have it. Other than else, when you write, I get that percentage. That's mine. I get money for that. So if I don't have to share money with you, then I'm not going to do it. If I know I can do it, you know what I'm saying?
Right.
But of course, somebody wants to write for me, I don't have no problem. I would love collab. I just, to be honest with you, I'm a little nervous about working with people. To be honest with you, people make me nervous. I don't.
What's your experiences that have you nervous about working with people?
People that. I feel like a lot of stuff is the industry or whatever you want to call it that I'm in. I would say it's very egotistic. It's very fake it till you make it, and it can be very competitive. Watching what people got, what they doing. Yeah. You get to eat green eye, and it's I feel like every time I work with someone, I feel like it is some type of. Eventually, it becomes some type of a discord or something, or. I don't know, I don't know what it is. I don't know. Because even when I try to work with people, just so they hit me up and say I want to do this and that, I can tell from the first sentence if this is going to go right or left.
You read the energy.
Yes. Because I've done this so much. I've been doing this from 19, I can tell somebody coming to me if this is going to be a go project or not. I can tell they really invested in it or not. Yeah. And there's no diss to them. It's just I can tell if it's a waste of my time or not to respond or whatever, So I don't know. My experience has always, it seems like it's been people who, I don't want to sound like a victim, but I feel like they don't be liking me.
What? That's super personal.
It's I become competition, or I become the person that they want to scale their success by now, or, and I think it ain't really me. I think that's their personality. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. And I think I just came across a lot of people like that because the industry is so full of competition and so full of egotistic people that you're going to run across people like that a lot. I mean, I'm pretty sure a lot of artists that's watching this can say they have experienced at least about 10 times. You know what I'm saying? For real, it becomes a competition thing, no love, and I feel like undercutting you, either with business, or I don't know. So I'd be scared. I'm scared to work with somebody. I feel like, if people are really passionate about what they do, then it shouldn't be really no issues because they're going to go with the flow. Mm-hmm. Yeah. I don't know.
Oh, it's a tough industry to crack into, especially for being a woman.
Yeah, but I'm good now. Once you learn and figure out how to find your way, I got a main producer. It's either another producer I've been working with, doing other. It's certain people I learned how to. It's about two people that I am working with.
Corner of people you can rely on and depend on,
Yeah. And I'm fine now. A lot of stuff has changed. So now I'm only working in a certain studio now. I'm only dealing with a certain amount of people now. I'm only dealing with my day ones now. Unless it makes sense to break out that box, I'm not going to do that. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, that's pretty much it.
Yeah. Oh, girl, it's a lot. Just trying to weave your way through the world in general. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? And then that's something you care about and you're passionate about. So of course you want to protect that.
Yeah.
To backtrack just a little bit, let's talk about these poems.
Yeah.
I love your poems. Have you always done spoken word? Or have you ever done spoken word and you just always write?
No.
Tell me about
so I've done spoken word before, but that actually was Nostalgic Lines on there. She's a poet from East St. Louis.
That's dope.
And to be honest, when I first started doing open mics, long story short, I've been doing it for a while, basically doing open mics, stuff like that. So they would always do she would always do poetry and stuff lines, and I'm like, I wanna. She blessed me so much, letting me be on the stage. I want to be able to, give her opportunity to, get more exposure in her, recycle that love. You know what I'm saying? I feel like she's blessed me. I want to bless her. Yeah. So I told her, and she said she would do it. I was happy about it because she didn't have to do it. She just said, no, I ain't want to do it like that. But she came here as for a crib, you know what I'm saying? And she did it, and it was amazing. So
that's dope. So what about 444? Was that her as well?
Yes. It's just crazy how she had read something on like, can I do this? Can I do that? I'm like, yeah, that definitely goes in with this or that. And then when I asked her the name of the poem, she said it was 444. I'm like, that's crazy because I have merch coming out this 444. You know what I'm saying? So I just feel like it's just kind of.
What's your connection to the number? Because I'm a sequence number person and the repeating numbers, the angel numbers. I'm really into stuff like that. So what's your direct connection to 444?
I would say my direct connection with 444. I like how it means like guardian and protection and encouragement and love. Like it's like everything. Like I'm a big Jay-Z fan, so when he came on 444, I made me really look into it. You know what I'm saying? And I just related to it so much. Even in his project, it was one. I don't remember the name of the song, but one of the songs he was talking to Beyonce, I believe, obviously his wife, and I feel like he was talking to me. I'm like, damn, man, I'm going through the same shit. Like, it was so relatable. You know what I'm saying?
I think I know what song you're talking about. I can't hear it. I can hear it.
She basically just reaffirming me that everybody's human. You know what I'm saying? This is the same. I ain't got none of this stuff, but that happened to me when I was young as well. You know what I'm saying? So I'm like, wow, that's crazy. So I felt a real connection with Jay. I feel like he was really vulnerable with that. So he really highlighted the 444 for me and made me look into it more and then start to feel real to me. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. And I can relate to it, and it became sacred to me because I'm like, man, that's all I thrive off of is love and encouragement, and protection. I need to be protected. I need encouragement. I need love to be able to do what I'm doing. Yeah. And that's something I always keep back in mind. I'm always praying for. So I thought that was
very relatable. So 444 aromatics. Yeah. So I'm assuming everything you just said is the reason why you want to pour into that. Can you talk about that song?
Yes, I have a soy wax company. It's already been kind of coming out, but it's gonna come out. We're promoting more probably in February, but it's called 444 aromatic, and it's soy wax, natural soy waxes. So everything is clean or organic, and I have some fragrances, but each of the fragrances are named after the songs on the album. Okay. So it brings an essence of what the album or these song means or something. And that's basically
so a lot has to go into that because if you're doing it in correlation to songs, you thinking about senses, smells, and
so we have this. Where you going? I actually left.
What's this candle gonna smell like? I need where you going right now.
I should have brought it. I actually left it. Y'all know I was.
That's so dope. So please tell me about that.
Where you going? Actually, kind of smells like Victoria's Secret Love Spell.
Oh, that's so classic.
Cocaine, right? With sparkles in there. Oh. The trap, it still has a vibe.
Wow, we can really go into something and unpack all that, but I won't. But damn, that's really dope. The visual.
Yeah, I can show you pictures sometime.
Yeah.
I wish I would have brought the sensor. So man, I forgot them.
That's so
I definitely had samples. I've been giving them all to my sister at her job just to get the stuff going, just to get the name brand kind of keep me here or whatever. But yeah, that's what that's about. Because as artists, I always knew they tell you have to have merch for your main income.
Oh yeah.
So I'm like, what am I gonna do for merch? I'm trying to find something that I know that I would like to do. And
that you're passionate about, that it makes sense to you and for the project.
And I always been good at science. I usually thought science art for me. So I'm a little scientist now. With my little.
No, hell yeah, you are.
I got a scale. I got a scale.
Like you in a trap for real.
For real, measuring and it's fun. I love doing it. It's
so
really
dope.
fun. So Yeah, I want to push that a little harder this year, doing like vendor events and stuff. But I have an online store. It's for aromatic at Shopify.com. But yeah, it's gonna be.
That's so dope. I love how you're tying all that in together.
Yeah.
Because sometimes you can have separate projects, but it's really dope when everything can all come together. That's the same thing that I do. I'm trying to make sure everything I do comes together.
Makes sense.
It makes so much sense. It's like you cross promoting yourself.
Right.
That's so dope. Right. So before we wrap up, let us know what else you have coming up. You have a store opening.
Right.
You already got the project. Are you doing any tour for it? What do you have coming up?
We are doing we're gonna do some visual shows. Me and Ferg, we've been talking about some things. That will come out towards the spring.
Okay.
So that's still on the wraps. We got a lot of ideas, just like the candle wax and everything. Because all that stuff was years planned out for actually executing, and that's the same way. We've been actually planning this for a while, trying to make it make sense for with COVID.
I was just about to mention
COVID. With money, because we're grown now. If we don't make dollars, it don't make sense.
Yep.
So we're trying to figure out how to monetize this, and I live off of our passion, just like you do. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying?
Amen.
So, yeah. Other than that, hold on. Me and Ferg got a single coming out. He produces a song called Round Body Do Say. Now, we already wrapped it up. We just gotta do some fashion touches on it.
Okay.
But that's gonna be, it's a hip hop song, more like a club song.
Okay.
So it's really fun. It's really good. And I remember recording it. I talked so much mess on that.
I love it.
No, but I was so nervous for the Ferg. I was talking like that.
Why? Because I was bring the smoke.
I don't talk like that. I'm just oh my God. I was sweating
the mini size of Azeei. I love that, girl. Let it out.
Because I'm I don't know. I don't know. I'm like that with my family too. If they see me in one light and it's breaking another barrier, I get nervous because, they seeing you in another form. And that's kind of scary for me. But I don't know. Maybe I just let it go. I was nervous. I'm not going to lie. But the song came out really good.
That's dope.
I'm also working with a project with another producer. I don't know. We recorded 4 songs. So we're probably gonna record 2 or 3 more.
Okay.
But it's a really different vibe. It's very different from what I ever did. So that's gonna be fun too, just to see how this turns out. It's very different.
Out your comfort zone.
Yeah, it really is.
That's dope.
And like I said, the music is more honest now. I ain't gonna say I don't exaggerate a little bit, but I used to really hop behind music, really use adjectives and placing the things. If I feel I don't have to be in my hand, but if I feel I feel warm, I feel like that, I want to mention that. But now I really be I'm more real now with it.
That's just the versatility of an artist, though.
More comfortable. Yeah, I gotta grow a little bit.
Yeah, then you gotta grow into certain things, and it's just all a big experiment for real. So, that's so dope. Well, thank you so much,
Thank you
for talking with me. I love catching up with you and seeing what you got going on, girl. Once again, where can we listen to this EP, and give us your website for the aromatic candle?
So everything is on every digital platform like iTunes, Spotify, the 4for Aromatic at Shopify.com. That's where you can find you can pre-order the wax brittle. It's the brittle you put in the candle warmer and warm up.
Oh yeah,
and then I actually molds I'm gonna show you after. Yeah.
Okay.